Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Rolling to his right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is allows Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Jordan Brooks.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Lance now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run left with Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Lance now on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Lance. That one to Swain, complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 10.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
That's out to Chubb, complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The Lance going to throw.
Flush to his right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend there. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They're going to look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a give right side. Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Going to run again here with Pollard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
17's Mike. Mike 17. You don't want none. Hey, smash. Mike 17. Top 19. Let's go. Mike 17.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
On 1st down, Lance. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do with a 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. That type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A run for Nick Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. Touchdown, 49ers. Nick Chubb with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, 49ers. Nick Chubb, 60 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah, let's get set.
And Lance now to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time on the catch and run. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.